Good night to anyone who's listening to me right now. And this time, I'm here to talk about the Colombian Caribbean region, which is located in the north of Colombia and South America. It's composed by the states of Atlántico, Bolívar, Cesar, Córdoba, La Guajira, Magdalena, Sucre, and the state composed by the archipelago of San Andres, Providencia, and Santa Catalina Island. Colombia is a privileged country. It's the only country in South America with coast in the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. In Colombia, um, region limiting the Caribbean Sea, including the island, received the name of Caribbean region, with the exception of Antioquia State, which is part of the Andes region, and the Chocó State, which is part of the Pacific region. The Cesar State, which has no limit with the Caribbean Sea, belongs to this region, considering the characteristic of these people and his location next to the Caribbean region. The most part of the land is flat, but also in the Caribbean region you can find Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, which has the highest mountains of the country, the Bolivar and Cristobal Colon. The predominant climate in the Caribbean region is warm, while dry and desert places with wonderful landscapes, such as Lake Guajira, and wet places such as the Urabá Gulf, next to the border to Panama. Inside the Caribbean region, Indian communities can be found, such as Arahuacos and los Cowis in La Sierra Nevada, and los Guayus in La Guajira. Also, there are some regions where black African race people predominate, such as San Basilio de Palenque in Cartagena. The people of the Caribbean region is spontaneous, happy, love the music and to dance. Love the music and to dance. In the music played in the Caribbean region, you can feel in some way the influence, or sorry, you can find in some way the influence of the African rhythms. The most known musical rhythms are the cumbia, which identifies Colombia worldwide, el mapalé, el porro, el vallenato, and el merecumbe. Because of the immensity of the coast in the Caribbean region, it's possible to find a great diversity of beaches to satisfy the desires of the people who love the sun and the sea. We can enhance those ones located in the Rosario and San Bernardo Island in Cartagena, in Tayrona Park, in Rodadero, in Santa Marta, in Cabo de la Vela, in La Guajira, in La Guajira, Tulu and Coveñas in Sucre, in San Andres and Providence Islands in the Caribbean Sea. Everyone with an unique characteristic. Those ones who love diving and the nautical sport will find in the Caribbean region a paradise for the practice of these sports. The ecotourism lovers find in the Tayrona Park in La Sierra Nevada, in La Guajira, in Urabá Gulf, and in other places of the Caribbean region the ideal places to take ecological walks. The Caribbean region is well known by his festival and festival seasons. We can enhance the Barranquilla carnivals, Vallenato Legend Festival in Cesar, the Cuna, the Acordeones Festival in La Guajira, and the Fiesta del Mar Festival in Santa Marta, Las Corralejas in Sucre, Cordoba and Bolivar, and the Beauty National Contest, Cartagena City, which is an architectonic jewel of the humanity. The same as in other regions of the country, Colombia has established in the Caribbean region national parks, the same as fauna and flora sanctuaries, to preserve the biodiversity in fauna and flora that the country possess. We can mention some of them: Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, Tayrona, the Corales del Rosario and San Bernardo, the Santuario de Fauna and Flora, Los Flamengos. Here we have some uh, characteristic areas uh, of this kind of pattern. For example, right here we have Santa Marta, one of the most famous like cities uh, that you can find, which is located, by the way, in the Caribbean region. And here we can see a little bit. I don't know how well you will see this, but here we have the Tayrona Park, located in Santa Marta, by the way. And then we have another famous city, I would say the most touristic place in Colombia or city, Cartagena. Okay, belongs to the Caribbean region as well. Then we have Guajira, and a beautiful place, a beautiful land, full of kind people. And here, talking about flora and fauna, we have some things to talk about. The variety of animals and plant species found in is very large due to the diversity of the climate of the region. Many of these species are found in via of extinction, such as manatees and guartinaja. Most predominant animals include margay, the marmoset miko, the macaque, and several species of snakes. It should be noted that also in the rivers are species such as the fish and the caiman. The flora of the region is very exotic. There are unique species such as the mangrove found in large quantities in the region. In the moors of the La Sierra Nevada are also frailejones. The Sierra has a variety of climates, from the warm weather to a temperature climate, not far from the beach, in the seas, and especially on the islands of Our Lady of the Rosary near Cartagena, are large coral reefs. And talking about flora and fauna as well, we find this manatee is one like the most important species, or one of the iconic species talking about this region that you can find uh, in water, or for example in the sea. Then we have one of the most iconic Colombian rivers. I'm talking about the Magdalena River. And this is like the main river of this region. And by the way, so large. Talking about the extension, goes throughout the Colombian, uh, almost all the Colombian's territory, going from the top, and talking about the northern part of Colombia, and to almost the center of the country. So here we have some like characteristics of this region, something really known for most everyone in Colombia. And basically, this was a little bit about the amazing biodiversity that this Colombian area, has to offer. I really hope like you have like a found beauty into this story. Uh, it's a real pleasure to have like a share this with you, to anyone who's listening to me right now. And this is all for tonight. And good evening. Okay, my name is Jason Camilo Rojas Ramirez, and I'm. And this was a kind of homework, a kind of uh, workshop uh, for my grade, or for like yeah, for my grade in um guiding, talking about the Sena. So good evening, and see you soon.